Hello and welcome to Tasting with Mike and Matt. I'm Mike Veach and this is my partner in crime, Matt Kohorst.
Howdy.
And today we are going to taste the William H. McBrayer. This is their third release. I think he said he had like 2,400 bottles of this year.
Really?
Which is the most that he's had. And it's made up with 6 barrels of 5-year-old, 2 barrels of 6-year-old, and 2 barrels of 4-year-old. So it's a 4-year-old whiskey.
Yeah, technically you have to say 4-year-old, right? Yeah.
Because it's the youngest whiskey in there.
Yeah. But most of it is 5 and 6.
Right. But Bill McBrayer dropped this off for me the other day, and we had cracked it open and tasted it.
Maybe next time drop off a couple. I'm always excited when these ones pop up. So this is the third one, and how many years?
This is the third year that they've released it.
Okay.
And it's, interesting because, the first release was 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last one I've savored. I mean, it's down to half a bottle, but I've savored that one considering how much I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love that stuff. So.
Yeah. And this is really good. If I remember correctly, I loved the first one. The second one I liked a lot, but I thought the first one was a little better.
I think we agreed on that. Yeah. I think.
And I think this one here is better than last year, but maybe not quite as good as the first year for me because I thought the first year was very fruity.
Mm-hmm.
And this one here has got a lot of fruit in it, but it's not as fruity as that first year.
Okay.
But I'll leave that up to you. See what you think.
Okay.
Tight cork.
Yeah.
It's a bitch getting old. Oh. They always said that old is not for wimps. Old is not for wimps. And that's what I have to.
Is it true?
So, very sweet notes. Lots of vanilla, French vanilla.
Not as fruity, but yeah, it is.
Well, I'm getting some fruit.
Yeah.
Kind of like wild berries, blackberry, raspberry.
I'm getting vanilla, even a hint of tobacco there.
Yeah, a little bit of pipe tobacco.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I can get
There's
them
a little bit
the
of
blackberries
spice too, like maybe a white pepper.
Mm-hmm. Great nose.
Yeah. Let's taste it. Oh wow.
I get that berry a lot actually.
French vanilla, blackberry, raspberry.
It's nice and tart blackberry right there.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
A little bit of spice.
I mean, it's really good.
Kind of like a white pepper spice.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly on the finish. A little bit of oak.
Yeah. That's an exciting taste of whiskey, because there's something about that blackberry and that tartness that I just really like, that just kind of lingers back there, and it's nice and fun and exciting. And I don't get that a ton with whiskeys. So this one really is one that just kind of stands out for me, at least right now. Has that flavor profile that just fits right in with what I like.
Yeah. It's a great whiskey. I think that the McBrayer family's doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
They started this, 8 years ago, I guess. Up in Cincinnati. I was up there talking to the Cincinnati Bourbon Society. Greater Cincinnati Bourbon Society. And Bill and his dad came up to me and said, hey, we're McBrayers, and we really would like to start our own whiskey company. What do you think? I said, well, I'd love to see you do it. McBrayer is a great name.
Mm-hmm.
It's been kind of forgotten,
right?
Because Judge McBrayer died in the 1880s, 1890s, and sold his brand got sold and everything.
Right.
But when he was alive, E.H. Taylor was saying that he made the best whiskey out there after Old Crow.
Wow.
And Bill's saying he's working on trying to get Judge McBrayer into Bourbon Hall of Fame, and I hope he succeeds.
No, that'd be awesome.
He definitely deserves to be in there. Actually, he deserves to be in there more than I do, and I'm in it. So,
yeah.
So, anyway, let's taste it with a cranberry. Oh, that kind of brought out notes of chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Changed the spice to more of a cinnamon. That oak is still there.
Oak's sitting nicely back there. And now I'm getting like what I nosed, that tobacco that I nosed.
Yeah.
Now that's kind of hit me in the
Not
as finish.
Fruity, though.
Not quite as fruity. So with this one, the cran kind of took the fruitiness out of it. I guess that's because of what you say when you're tasting with these things is like with the cran, it's concentrated sugar.
Right.
So it can kind of go either way, but a lot of times for me, it usually takes out the fruitiness of it.
Yeah.
A lot of times it does.
Yeah, it kind of overpowers the fruitiness.
I think. Mm-hmm. This is great stuff. Now you said there's like 2,400 bottles of this stuff?
Something like that.
So it's already allocated before. Well, not allocated completely, but like...
He's probably already sold it out, if I know the way it's been going.
Because I remember the last one, like it was gone before... It never hits the shelf.
Yeah,
right?
The last two, they never hit the shelf. I mean, they put it up for sale on the internet, and their loyal followers all bought it all.
Yeah.
Which is good. But I'm fortunate enough that Bill takes care of me. He gets me a bottle every time, which I really appreciate.
Yeah. Yeah, this is really, really good stuff.
Yeah. So let's cleanse our palate a little, and then we'll try it with pecan.
That's so good.
Yeah.
That's like rich milk chocolate.
Lots of caramel.
Lots of caramel.
Yeah, matter of fact, it becomes less of the French vanilla flavor, more caramel, rich, like a caramel chew. Mm-hmm. And the caramel's lingering into the finish.
And you get that hint of like those blackberries that kind of sit in the back of the palate. Nice oaky, heavy oak finish with a little bit of like cinnamon, maybe sitting back there. That was really good.
That's
really good taste of whiskey with that nut. Yeah. So if you're doing like with the pecan, what kind of good cocktail would that make if we're doing like a more tannic?
I would think definitely a Manhattan.
Mm-hmm. But this kind of stuff, probably just want to drink it neat.
Right. Try the dark chocolate now.
Oh, it really brought out those blackberries.
Yeah. Really brought out the fruit.
Good.
A lot of blackberry, raspberry. Matter of fact, more raspberry on
You're
the
right.
finish.
It's like raspberry jam, isn't it?
Yeah, on the finish in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with some caramel.
Yeah. That's a really great bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
So that's an exceptional one.
Yeah. I bet you this will go really good with a cigar.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. What kind of cigar would you put with that?
Oh, I don't know.
Just
I'd
off the
probably
cuff.
My Father the Judge.
Oh, is that the one you recommended to me in New Orleans?
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good cigar.
Yeah.
Great chocolate notes in that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet you the chocolate notes in this would go really well.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I don't think you can get this one on the market, but
yeah,
I mean, it's
out there, but you know,
yeah,
I think most of the loyal fans have bought it all already.
Yeah, it's an exceptional bottle of whiskey there. So
yeah, but the future looks good because he's got a lot of barrels put away.
Mm-hmm.
And, each year he's going to increase even more. Like he did 10 barrels this time. The last two releases were only 5 barrels.
Right. So you said he had like some 4, some 5, some 6 in there. So you think like next year he'll have some 7, then some 6 and 5? Like,
I'm not sure how many.
Like how many does he hold on to each year?
I don't know. I doubt if he's going to have any 7 in it because I think he's only got like a couple of barrels of the oldest stuff left, and he's kind of saving that for family.
Ah, okay.
He's going to bottle it up for the family type stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
Maybe we'll get a bottle anyway because Bill takes care of me.
Yeah. Sneak us one if you.
But
throw me a pint.
But still, he's got a bunch of will be 5-year-old next year. Mm-hmm. And he's got several barrels left of the which will be 6-year-old next year. And then he'll have some 4-year-old. Maybe he'll be able to release like 15 barrels next year or something like that. But I know each year he's getting more. Because he started off, he made 10 barrels the first year, 10 barrels the second year. Then he made like 20 barrels the third year, and the fourth year I think he made like 100 barrels.
Okay. So there's going to be plenty of that stuff available.
Well, not plenty, but...
Well, not plenty, but yeah.
Yeah, there'll be more.
Compared to what he had, yeah.
Right. And eventually he's talking about building a distillery and making it himself. Right now he's been sourcing, contract distilling this at a distillery in Danville. He's not supposed to say who it is, but I think everybody knows who the distillery in Danville is.
Yeah.
But he can't make it there anymore. Matter of fact, this year he had to have barrels made at Bardstown Bourbon Company and at Green River.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
The distillery in Danville has gotten so popular with their own products. Plus, they sold. They're now owned by Campari.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
And
is it still going to be the same master distiller and everything?
No, it won't be the same distiller, but still, you consider Pat Heist versus Steve Nally. I just didn't have Steve Nally as Pat Heist. I mean, Pat Heist is a great distiller, but so is Steve Nally. Mm-hmm. And they make great whiskey.
Yeah, they really do. Well, it's McBrayer.
McBrayer. To the McBrayer family. Let's hope that Judge McBrayer makes it into the Hall of Fame sooner or later. If not this year, maybe next year.
Yeah, definitely.
Cheers.
Cheers.